Of course, the first question I'm going to ask you is, what is your dream? But I don't want you to think about this. I want you to feel it. Throughout my entire conversation with you, keep this question in mind. Yes, my job, I listen to dreams. I listen to dreams because they're so very important for you. I go around, I try to catch those dreams. I make them valuable for you. So between you and your dreams, I try to be a bridge. Why do I do this? Because it's an intuitive call. Your dream is an intuitive call. You are in this machine called human being as a soul. And you're here to experience happiness on this world. The biggest challenge is fear. The seeded fear in you to keep you away of being happy. But good news, everybody has the capacity to overcome that fear whilst touching base with your soul. So in order to listen to your soul's voice, you have to start dreaming. As DreamsTalk, we've touched 5 million youngsters, students. We've listened to 35,000 dreams and made 1,000 dreams come true. Is that enough? No, of course not enough. We need to do more. That's why we established a satellite system of point-of-touch books, courses in the universities, applications, a TV show, and even a research lab in one of the universities. But we need to do more. We need to go up the stage, into the world, and establish something called the World Dream Forum, so we find solutions to the entire planet, not through economy, not through lecturing, but collective dreaming. And DreamsTalk, of course, has certain findings, and those findings are immense. 60% of the students who come up here between the ages of 14 to 25, they say, I don't have a dream. I don't have a dream. That sentence sort of boils in my head constantly. What do? And the other 20%, they say, I am ready to get rid of my values when a company comes to me and offers me other dreams. So they are willing to enslave themselves. The Faust syndrome, I call this, or the young life crisis. So we don't have to wait until 40 to have the midlife crisis. We already have the young life crisis because they don't have any dreams anymore. And they said, you didn't even ask our dreams. How can we have dreams? The reason? The 98% capacity that you have when you are between the ages of 3 and 6 to be able to dream and operate with dreams goes down to 2% when you're university year 1. 2%. And you start knowledge-based dreaming. What is knowledge-based dreaming? Let's say today, here in Brussels, there is a girl called Michelle. And Michelle, 100 years ago, or even 200 years ago, if I were to ask you what would she do during the day, you would more or less give me the same answer. Because it's knowledge-based going back. It's seeded. But if I were to ask you the same question and say, go ahead, go forward, another 200 years, to year 2217, the same girl, same location, Michelle, what would she do? I bet you would be dreaming the same thing. More or less, taking a pill, going to Jupiter, etc. So the future is taken away from you as well. It's seeded in you already. Why? Because you're watching all those movies. Why? You're using all those brands. So your knowledge is being built in you, and your intuitive call you don't even listen to. Happiness is within your dreams. You just have to be aware and at the same time awake to hear and decode that. And there's no stupid dream, you know. Every dream is worthy of mentioning and meaning. And If your dream doesn't come true, don't worry. You just have to voice it. Your job was voicing it. Someone else will make it happen. Your dream will come to you. Your life purpose will come to you. You just have to decode it. I will give you 3 examples from 3 different generations to show you the power of dreams. Number 1 is pizza. A 10-year-old girl who lives in the southeastern part of Turkey, a city called Urfa, actually in a village there. This dream was picked up by one of our student clubs. We have 18 of them. And she said to the cameras, my dream is to eat pizza. I've never had pizza in my entire life. So a friend of mine said, who has chain stores of restaurants, I will do this for her. And they came with their Italian chefs and everything. They had ovens set up. And because of this girl, 400 kids ate pizza in those villages for the first time in their lives. This hit the news. This was big. It even hit the Italian TV. But that was not the power. You know what the power was? The girl's father, after all this happened, said to our student club president, I was going to make her marry after she finished mid-school, after she was 14. I decided not to do that. I will do everything in my capacity for her to go to school. I saw how powerful she is. And afterwards, a private college, a private school came to her and said, would you want to be our student? We offer you a scholarship. Pizza, education, further education. Example 2. A statement, 21-year-old girl said, I want to swim across the Bosphorus because of the pollution, because of the cars, etc. She was on my stage. She was tiny, and she was trembling. We hired her a coach, a nutrition program, 1 year of exercise. She swam across the Bosphorus. Her family was entirely happy. But you know what the thing was? After 6 months of this incident, when we were again at that university, she came up the stage. She was talking much better than I was. And she said, one dream will lead to another dream. That's the leap which is needed. And confidence will occur as your dreams are expressed and come true. Statement. Finally, a 38-year-old woman, after the bombings of the Beşiktaş Stadium, a suicide bomber who was 20 years old, destroyed the entire place. That night, back in November 2016, she wrote me an email. She said, I'm devastated. My hopes, my entire life is devastated. I don't have any hopes anymore. I don't have any dreams anymore. How can a 20-year-old do that? And we had this writing in between us, and I said to her, if we don't listen to the dreams of these people, others will kill their dreams as such. She joined our organization. She still works for a conglomerate, and she wants to take DreamsTalk platform to global. She is trying to make her global company become a sponsor of DreamsTalk. So we address a bigger arena. So what do these 3 have in common? They were all happy after being expressed. They have a larger circumference of effect and reach than just personal. And they are all women. I've listened to Shimon Peres once, and he was asked the question, how do we solve the Middle Eastern problem? And he said, educate the mothers. I go further beyond that. We need to make the dreams of women happen, because God shares her or his fertile, nurturing, and creative powers only with the female being. And those need to be ignited and illuminated. So, your dreams need to be heard. So, not by the inspiration seekers, or not by the enablers first, by you. You need to hear your dream first. So you need to voice your dream first. Your evolution is hidden in that voice. And you know what? You're not your money. You're not your diploma. You're not your education. You're not your network. You're not your car. You are what you dream of. And your happiness lies within the capacity of how well you can dream, how well you can listen to your soul's call. That's the key to destroy all the borders, the isms and dogmas and everything. I would like you to ask, to shut your eyes now, and breathe down to your core, to your center, to your tummy, from your nose. And as you think and feel your dream, listen to this. Your soul. Wrong phrase. You are soul. Do you want to hear why you're here? Then wake up and dream. Your awake and aware dream is the voice of you and the reason of your being. You are soul. You are a happy soul. Now, you may open your dreams, or you may open your eyes. So, what is your dream? Multiply your dreams so you can go and touch base with you and be happy and transform this world to a happier place it deserves to be. And I think that's an idea worth sharing, worth spreading, worth practicing and joining. Thank you very much.